Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. Well, as I'm recording this, it is Saturday, October 28th, and it's like, well, below 30 degrees out. I believe it's like 27, 28 degrees out. But we've just gotten our first snow of the year. Yeah, we got about an inch of snow out there on the ground already. Yeah, forget about white Christmas. We're going to have a white Halloween. So anyway, this has kind of prompted me to go through my emergency supplies, if you will. And wintertime, winter driving, you can get caught out in blizzards. You can go off, skid off the road in the snow and the ice and into the ditch. And if the conditions are bad, it might be a long time before anybody gets to you. So I always have, kind of an emergency kit in the car that's geared for wintertime. But I also have one that I just carry around all year round. I bought this little container here just a couple weeks ago just to see how it would work to carry just some of your basic items you might need. Now this isn't necessarily for winter preparedness, but I thought this was a handy little container. It's divided so you can kind of divide things up, and it's bigger than an Altoid tin. I know a lot of people like to use those, but you're limited in what you can put one of those. This is a little bigger, gives you a little better storage, but you can kind of configure these and put together some little kits together based on what you might need. Now, when you're putting kits like this together, it's always a challenge, because you always want to overload it and put, well, I need this, I need this, I need this, and next thing you know, you got 50 items that weigh 85 pounds. Well, that's not the purpose of this. This is a little one like this is just your basic needs to maybe get you through one emergency or something. Or like this one, I was more configuring for things like, well, I wear eyeglasses, so I can put one or two of these little things in here. And to further protect them, I like buying these little plastic pouches you can buy in your hobby stores. They come in different sizes. I don't know if this one will fit into this, but here's a couple band-aids I put into this one. You can put it down in there. Kind of helps protect it. You can put a couple alcohol swabs, put them in here, and if you use these things here, it helps them from drying out, and it helps protect them. Also, if you open this up and it's raining, like the stuff inside of these little plastic bags, the rain won't get those wet. You can buy little travel items like this, like Vaseline here, and that fits in there just real nice. There's 1,001 or more uses for Vaseline in emergency situations. If especially you're out in the cold and your lips get chapped, put a little Vaseline on there to help heal and protect your lips. It can be used as fire starter. You get a couple gauze bandages, put in a package like this. So these little cloth patches have a lot of different uses. And if you had to, you could always smear some of this Vaseline on this, and you got a good fire starter there. If you got kids especially, it doesn't hurt to have a couple of these individually wrapped wet ones. You can buy the bigger ones, but once you open them, if you don't use them right away, they can dry out. So I like to keep these little individually wrapped ones. You can here's an old SD classic I got in the antique store the other day. You can take a little knife like that and throw in there. This way you've got a small pair of scissors with you, and you got a little knife blade if you'd need it. So you can set these up for the things that you might commonly need or use, such as I'm always looking for a eyeglass cleaner, and you can set one of these up with kind of your basic first aid supplies. You can set one up with a small fishing kit. You can set one up with a small fire starter. And it's nice because they're in little boxes, so you can store them in different places. If you're going out as a family backpacking, this is something you can put in each person's backpack. It doesn't get too big or weighty. And again, you can prepare one for one particular set of needs and another one for another set of needs. But you can share in carrying them with your other fellow hikers. So that's just one idea. Another thing I do, I've went back to work to where I work, wear like tactical pants with cargo pockets. So this is something I started doing years ago when I was on duty, and I always had a little pouch here with my basic daily needs. I suffer from allergies pretty bad, so I always have need allergy pills. So if I leave home, forget to take one, I've got a few of these always with me in my pocket. I'm going to rearrange some of this. I don't need this big bag here. Probably can go into this bag. But just a couple Band-Aids. This is just a non-stick pad, like gauze pad. Again, eyeglass cleaner. This is a small face shield in case you'd have to do CPR. And then, whoops, that's something I'm holding on to for something else. And then I keep, just a few Tylenol and a few ibuprofen in here. So again, something very lightweight. Just if I have a headache, by gosh, I don't have to say, hey, does anyone have any aspirin? I've got a few with me. So it's lightweight, stores in here very nicely. Slides right into the cargo pocket. It's lightweight, it's not bulky. So again, you can tailor these. I bought these bags off of eBay, fairly cheap. So you can tailor this any way you need it. Carry the things you need. Okay, but the one thing I did want to check, well, let me raise my camera here. Okay, this is something a little more substantial that I carry in my car year-round. It's just an old, it's a plastic ammo box. I converted into kind of a first aid kit type thing. I will say in the wintertime, for us, you have to be careful what you keep in these if you're just leaving it in the car, because things freeze and some things shouldn't be frozen. So anyway, here's a CPR face mask. Got some sterile pads with some gloves. And this is one thing I wanted to check. These are hot hands, the hand warmers. They work very well. You can see I put a little sticker on there and wrote the year when I bought them. So these are 3 years old now, and that's kind of what I was wanting to check. See, this one was actually bought in 2015, made in 2015. Yep, expires 1/24. Okay, this is exactly what I was wanting to check. I need to buy some new ones. I won't necessarily throw these away. They may still work. This winter I'm out scooping snow and stuff. I might use them. But for emergency purposes, I want to make sure that the few that I do have in here, that they are new and they will work. These older ones, it's not that they don't work, but sometimes they don't heat up quite as fast. So I always keep plenty of these hot hands in the vehicles. Again, you go in the ditch, get stranded, get cold, run out of gas, no one can rescue you. You might need that heat. And in here, got some more gauze pads. There was a Band-Aid in there too. Some Q-tips. Again, you can take a Q-tip along with that Vaseline. Rub a little on that Q-tip. Got a good fire starter. Got a little pack of Neosporin there. My flashlight, I want to check it. Yep, batteries still work. Don't look very bright. Maybe put some new batteries into this. Again, here's one of those little travel type things for Band-Aids. Got a few butterfly closures. I got a couple of blades in here. This is just a cheap Ozark Trail knife. These were on sale here a few years back. I got it for $1. They were on clearance. So, once again, a spare, a backup. I've got this rescue knife. the 511 EDC. It's got a little flashlight here. It's a liner lock. Got serrated blade there. Glass breaker, seat belt cutter, and the such. So, couple blades. These are backups again. So, got a pair of scissors. Never know if you might have to cut somebody's clothing off. Some alcohol pads, and I need to check these. Again, sometimes over the years, through the heat of the summer and freezing in the winter, sometimes they dry out, and so you need to replace those. Here's some more like hand wipe type things. I'll check those. Again, for my eyeglasses. And you can see how handy these plastic bags are to help protect them. Then we got something here, a shout wipe and go in case you spill something on your clothes. And again, this is some sort of antibiotic cream in here, I believe. Got some more Curad tape. Got some of that tape that's already opened. And I have a few bare chewable low-dose aspirins. These are good if you have kids, or again, if you're running across somebody with a heart attack, you can give up to 3 of these. Sometimes it'll help them with their chest pains and help them through a heart attack. So this container needs to be washed out. I need to check and make sure everything is still good in here. And this is something you need to do once a year, because sometimes if you're not careful, you'll use stuff out of it and you'll forget to put it back in, and then when you need it, you don't have it. Any kind of a container will work, but this was nice because it's waterproof. It has the rubber seal here to help seal it. It's handy to use. Readily available, again, at Walmart. I paid $7 or $8 for it. I suppose they're, $10 or $11 now, but I'm not trying to tell anyone what they should have in their little kits. I should just tell you, you need to make a kit. I'll probably end up putting maybe a couple candles in here since it's winter time. And then I have separate bags where I put in extra gloves, extra heavy duty socks, carry extra coats. Some of the old coats that aren't fit to be worn anymore, I still hold on to them because I throw them in the car in the wintertime because they make excellent backup coats, old blankets, things like that, package up, leave in the car just in case. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a look. Got some ideas going for you. All I can do is encourage you. Put something together. You never know. It's better to have something and not need it than to need it and not have it. So until next time, have a very delightful day.